day, everyone. So I'm Lester and Zero Bless, and my topic is Filibusterismo, Kabanata 20 and 21. For the guide questions, number 1, who were the characters? Number 2, what were the roles of the characters? Number 3, plot. Number 4, what is the connection of the story to the 19th century? Kabanata 20. So for the plot, Don Custodio, who is the unified trust, has the speak of the Academy of the Spanish word in his hands. Don Custodio D.Y. Salazar de Monterredondo, also known as Buena Tinta, is well known in Manila society. He married a wealthy woman, and because of her wealth, he is able to conduct business, even though he has little knowledge of the responsibilities he is responsible for. He is rewarded for his diligence. Because he lacked knowledge, no one noticed him when he returned to Spain, so he spent less than a year in the Philippines, where he healed the Filipinos by pretending to have had the positive Madrid experience. He seemed bossy and protective, but he believes that some people are born to command and others to obey. Because the Filipino is born to serve, they must be constantly reprimanded. Don Custodio made his decision about the Kasultan in 15 days and was ready to inform everyone. So, who were the characters? Don Custodio, Pepay, and Ginoong Pasta are the characters in the story. What were the roles of the characters? Don Custodio, whose true name is Don Custodio D.Y. Salazar de Monterredondo, is also known as Buena Tinta, and is noted for his diligence. He was also the one who decided to go to university to study Spanish, but was never allowed and became the cause why students ended up in jail. Pipay is a dancer and a good friend of Don Custodio. Ginoong Pasta is a well-known and knowledgeable lawyer in Manila, and he was approached by the friar to inquire about their financial situation. What is the connection of the story to the 19th century? I believe it has a relation to the 19th century is working long hours and frequently harsh condition, hardship, and enslavement. And because of the Filipinos' great admiration for foreigners, we quickly admired them without knowing their true identity, personality, or capacity and competency. This wasn't just happening then, it's also happening now. And we need to know the intentions of individuals before we can truly trust them. And Rizal believes that everyone is created equal. It makes no difference what a person's race is. What matters is that we are honest and know how to love others without hurting them. I also believe the relationship in the 19th century is that Rizal made Filipinos realize that high position and rank are pointless if they are not used for good, and that individuals should use their influence to serve others. Next, the Kabanata 21, and for the plot, the performance at play Variedades elicited mixed reactions. Padre Salve's group opposes the theatrical performance, while the staff, Navy, and Human Society are all looking forward to the show's approaching presentation. The tickets were sold out early in the evening. Cameron Cosido is among the guests and spectators who have begun to arrive. He comes from a well-known Spanish family, but his clothing make him look like a landslide. Uncle Kiko, the brown old man, who was respected for his impeccable grooming from head to toe, also arrive. Both he and Cameron Cosido earn a fortune as reporters for theatrical cartels. The fact is that the friars were opposed to the performance because of the play's theme of morality and immorality. However, out of regret for the money generated from the ticket sale, they eventually accepted. Who were the characters? Padre Salve, Uncle Kiko, Cameron Cosido are the characters in the story. What were the roles of the characters? Padre Salve is a priest who acts as the ecclesiastical governor. In comparison to his involvement in Noli Me Tangere, his participation in El Filibusterismo is minor and few persons mention his deeds from the previous novel. Uncle Kiko, Cameron Cosido's best buddy, is an old Indio who makes a fortune by publicizing, reporting on shows, and pasting theatrical cartels. Cameron Cosido is a Spaniard who disregards his Spanish ancestors and is also known as scalded shrimp due to his rose-red skin. He was also a newspaper reporter and lived like a beggar, begging for charity. What is the connection of the story to the 19th century? The story's relationship to the 19th century includes civic upheaval, unfair treatment, and poverty is not an impediment to being neat, clean, and unique in life. It is not improper to dress and walk as though you are wealthy as long as you can carry it off. In addition, there is a strong desire to do something that is banned, as well as ignorance of things that have no direct relation to oneself. And that's all. Thank you for listening.